And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Stroud to throw it. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd down, Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here. Here's Ritter. In
trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got his squad.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Stroud off the play fake.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Redwoods are on the board first here this afternoon. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ritter.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards there and a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Michael Pittman. Touchdown. Michael Pittman.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Golden Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action. Stroud now. Sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Dalton. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards that time for number 14. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7. But I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, that was 14. Golden Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Javonte Williams.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down, Ritter. A short one here, caught by McBride.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Quick slant to Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Big play. Build that momentum, offense. Ready?
On 1st down, Ritter. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. First and 10, it's Stroud. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Dalton.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ritter to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards.
And the Redwoods are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Redwoods 31. Golden Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They begin the drive and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Redwoods have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Golden Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
Ritter
line.
looking to throw on 1st and 10.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Awful! Seriously, just disgraceful!
What is this? Down! Panther Street! Panther Street!
They'll run on 1st down. Dalton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Check smash! Check smash!
45-yard line.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Dalton. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Dalton. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Dalton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
At their own 18-yard line.
Get to the crib, baby. On the set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guy.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Dalton, and they'll get him down here at about the 42.
74 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Up the middle they go. Dalton, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Lewisine.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll run on 1st down. Dalton, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they will take a knee here. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Honolulu, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Mexico City,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season.
And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.